what's up? I hope you're all having a good day or night, depending on where you are or what time you're watching this right now. So, tonight we are doing some trivia. Yeah, so it's been, it hasn't been too long since I did my last trivia video, but wanted to make another one. So basically, I'm just going to ask a question, then I'll count down from like 3, I think. Yeah, for you to answer. And then that'll be it, you know. So if you want to, answer along and kind of write down your answers, keep score if you want to, whatever you want to do. And yeah, that's basically about it. So, and this, it's not going to be like a specific trivia category, it's just going to kind of be all of them. So, let's go and get started with question number 1. What is the capital city of Australia? The capital city of Australia. Alright, 3, 2, 1. That is Canberra. Canberra. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Canberra. Alright, number 2. How many sides does a hexagon have? As in the shape. How many sides does a hexagon have? Alright, 3, 2, 1. A hexagon has 6. 6 sides. I hope you got that one right. It would only be, I'd say it would probably only be acceptable to get that one wrong if you're like, I don't know, in like 2nd or 3rd grade or below. So hopefully you got that one right. Alright, what year did the first iPhone release? 3, 2, 1. That was 2007. 2007 is when the first iPhone came out. I think I still have it. Well, I was only 2 in 2007, but I think my mom got the very first one, and then I guess we never got rid of it because I still have it. Like, I have it. Not with me, but it's in my room. It doesn't turn on anymore, but I mean, I have one. Alright, number 4. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Alright, 3, 2, 1. That would be the bishop. The bishop. Yeah, I have no idea how to play chess, so I feel like chess is just complicated checkers because like it looks the exact same, but you gotta move in certain ways and pieces do certain things. Like, just play checkers, It's not. It's just. I like checkers more. Okay. Okay. What's the world's most spoken constructed language? What is the world's most spoken constructed language? Okay. 3, 2, 1. It is Esperanto. I don't even know if I've ever heard of Esperanto. Um, I I don't know what that is. I don't know if I've heard it. Maybe it's just a different name for like the main language. I don't know. Also, what is constructed language? Like, does that mean a language that has something for like has a word for everything or what? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, on to the more history and geographical questions. Alright, number 6. Who was the first man to step on the moon? 3, 2, 1. That was was Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong. Alright, number 7. In which country did the Olympic Games originate? 3, 2, 1. That would be Greece. That would be Greece. Alright, number 8. Which empire was ruled by Genghis Khan? 3, 2, 1. That was the Mongol Empire. The Mongols. What U.S. city is known as the Windy City? Alright, 3, 2, 1. That would be Chicago. Chicago is known as the Windy City. And question number 10. Which famous ship was sunk by an iceberg in 1912? 3, 2, 1. That was the Titanic. The Titanic. I've still never seen that movie. Yeah, I probably never will at this point, but, you know, also, I know there's the Lego set of the Titanic, but, I don't know, I don't really want that either. I mean, it looks cool, but I'd rather get the Death Star, you know? Anyway, next section is science and nature. What is the powerhouse of the cell? Powerhouse of the cell. Alright, 3, 2, 1. That is the mitochondria. The mitochondria. Alright, question 12. How many planets are in our solar system? How many planets are in the solar system? 3, 2, 1. That is 8. 8 planets. I always want to, like out of habit, I want to say 9. Because, like, that is what I learned for the longest time while I was in school. And then Pluto was decided that it wasn't a planet again, or anymore. And then it dropped down to 8. And just not fair, you know? Like, Pluto, just let Pluto be a planet. Like, what what dignifies a planet, or, like, what was it about Pluto that made it not a planet? Was it the size? Was it, like, the temperature, the gravitational pull? I don't know. Alright, number 13. Which blood type is known as the universal donor? 3, 2, 1. That is O negative. O negative. So I guess that means, like, the majority of people have that blood type then, right? For it to be considered that, I guess. Alright. What is Earth's only natural satellite? The only natural satellite of Earth. Alright, 3, 2, 1. That is the moon. The moon. Yeah. Yeah, I guess, like, the faces of satellites kind of do look like the moon. Like, when you just, like, look at the front facing moon, or, like, when you're just looking at the moon and you look at a satellite, they look kind of, I mean, I'm sure that's not the reason why that's considered Earth's natural satellite. I'm sure it's because of something more technology linked and scientific stuff and nature stuff, but just saying they look similar. Alright, number 15. Which mammal can section, by the way. Pop culture and entertainment. What is the highest grossing film of all time as of 2025? Three, two, one. That would be Avatar. Avatar. Avengers Endgame beat it for like a few months, I think. But Avatar eventually got back up there. Okay, number 17. Who created the comic book character Spider-Man? I had a yawn. Who created the Spider-Book? Wow. The Spider-Book? No. Who created the comic book character Spider-Man? There we go. Alright, 3, 2, 1. It was Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Yeah, that one would have gotten me too. I would have just said Stan Lee. But it was Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. No idea who that is, but he was a co-creator of Spider-Man, so it must be pretty cool. Unless he did something really messed up, which is why nobody knows about him now, in which case I rescind what I said. Number 18. What band was Freddie Mercury the lead singer of? Alright, 3, 2, 1. It was Queen, lead singer of Queen. Number 19. What is the name of the fictional school in Harry Potter? Alright, 3, 2, 1. That was Hogwarts. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Bonus points if you can name the other schools, or a few of the other schools. Because you know you got the Beauxbatons Academy of Magic, and you got Durmstrang, and well, those are the only two I can think of. I know there's more though. Alright, which video game features a battle royale mode called Victory Royale? Alright, 3, 2, 1. That would be Fortnite. Fortnite. Basically, like the most famous game of all time right now. And I haven't played it since like 2019. Like the last event I remember being a part of was like the Avengers Endgame one. And that was like, yeah, 2019 or 2020. That was the last time I played Fortnite. I mean, I might have played like a round or two since then, but like that was the last time I like actually played it regularly, you know? Yeah, I'm not the biggest Fortnite guy. I'm just not really a big, like, multiplayer guy. I'm usually like a single player, story mode type of guy. Okay. Alright. Back to a general knowledge section. For question 21. What does the USB in USB stand for? Alright, 3, 2, 1. It stands for Universal Serial Bus. Universal Serial Bus. I can see how that would make sense. Alright, question 2. What is the tallest mountain in the world? 3, 2, 1. That is Mount Everest. Mount Everest. I feel like everybody should know that. You learned that pretty early on, I think. Which sport is known as the beautiful game? Alright, 3, 2, 1. That would be soccer. Soccer. I've never, I don't know if I've ever heard to it. I don't think I have ever heard soccer referred to as the beautiful game. I mean, maybe I have actually, now that I think about it, but yeah, I forgot about that. What is the currency of the United Kingdom? 3, 2, 1. It is pound sterling or sterling. Sterling. I know about pound. I don't know what sterling is. Okay. On to more history questions. Who was the first emperor of Rome? First emperor of Rome. Alright, 3, 2, 1. That was Augustus Caesar. Augustus Caesar. The Cold War was primarily between which two superpowers? 3, 2, 1. That was the United States and the Soviet Union. In which year did World War I begin? 3, 2, 1. That was 1914. 1914. Alright. Which U.S. state is called the Sunshine State? 3, 2, 1. As Florida. Florida. Alright. Now, some more science questions. What is the chemical symbol for sodium? Chemical symbol for sodium. 3, 2, 1. That is Na. Na. I am not good with my elements. I don't know the periodic table very well at all. Yeah. I'm kinda unknowledged. Unknowledged, yeah. I'm unknowledged when it comes to the periodic table. Which animal is the largest living species on Earth? 3, 2, 1. There's the blue whale. The blue whale. And which part of the brain controls balance and coordination? 3, 2, 1. That is the cerebellum. The cerebellum. Yeah. Okay, now we'll do like 3 more questions. Okay, and they'll all be more pop culture questions. Okay, first one. Which singer released the album Thriller in 1982? 3, 2, 1. That was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. In The Simpsons, what is the name of the bartender? So what is the name of the bartender in The Simpsons? 3, 2, 1. That is Mo Sizlak. Slap. Sissy Slack. I don't know, something like that. Okay, last one. Who voiced Woody in Toy Story? Who was the voice of Woody in Toy Story? Alright, 3, 2, 1. That was Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was the voice of Woody. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure how many questions that ended up being, but I think it was like maybe around 30. enjoyed, and I hope you're feeling much more relaxed and sleepy compared to before you clicked on this video. Let me know how you did if you want, and if you answered, let me know which ones you got right, which ones you thought you got right but got wrong, or which ones you just didn't have any clue about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. And with that being said, video is now over, so I will see you all